If you're looking to create AI content posted to WordPress and of course create an image, this video is for you. In this video, we're going to be expanding upon my last video. We're going to take what we did, we're going to add one element to it, and this element is a game changer. We're actually going to create an AI image and upload that to WordPress as well. Stay tuned. All right, guys, if you go back to my previous tutorial, we're going to take a look at this quick automation. What it does is schedule on a daily basis, looking at blog topics, creating a random result, grabbing that first record of the random results, creating a blog based on that, changing it over into HTML, and then posting it for us. So I'll run quickly through that automation just to see what it does. And there it is, successfully posted to our blog. Taking a look at our blog, we now have an article written in there. You'll notice the HTML is formatted correctly, but you do notice it's in a draft and there's no featured image. So here's our new and improved workflow. We're going to give this a quick run as well. Essentially 80 to 90% of it is exactly the same, going through the AI, going through the markdown, but you'll notice I have 3 extra nodes or elements. We're creating an image, we're posting to WordPress, and we're posting again to WordPress. This first post is the image, the second post is the actual article itself. Give that a sec, let it complete. So let's break down this new workflow. Like I said, 80%, 90% is pretty much the same, but we're going to be starting here at the AI agent. What we're going to do here is we're actually going to add a system prompt. If you don't have it listed here, just like that, you can add it by system prompt, and we're going to change that to an expression, and we're going to expand this expression. What we're going to do is add this message here. It's giving instructions to the AI on what to do. You're an expert content writer, blog post requirements, title, body, and image prompt. So we're asking it to create a prompt. Create a prompt that will generate an image relevant to the blog topic, ensuring the prompt does not include images of children, do not include text, do not include text in the image. So I'm just making sure it doesn't include any text or any kids. So the output is going to be a little bit different. We're going to make sure that the title, body, and image prompt is what we want on the outside. We're going to modify. So we're going to make sure the structured output is also the same. So what we're going to include is that image prompt in here. So we got our title, our body, and our image. So we have our title, our body, and the image prompt. So that's looking good so far. So that's pretty simple. Quick recap, we've added elements here. A quick recap, we've added the image prompt. We like the blog requirements. That should be working good. Let's give that a quick try. It's going to look for, the topic is mortgage pre-approval, what buyers need to know. And if you look at that, it's the output, the title, the body, and an image prompt. Create an image depicting a happy couple reviewing mortgage documents in a Toronto home setting. Perfect. So what we're going to do here is we're going to modify this workflow. We're going to add an element, and we're looking for an HTTP request. We're going to utilize get and this website. So basically, this web service provides free images with no signups and no APIs. Basically, all we have to do is utilize this URL and a prompt that we want in behind. So let's use this prompt, image house on a hill. And if we execute this, it should come back to us relatively quickly with a picture of a house on a hill. And now let's take a quick look at it. It really does what it asked us to do. So as you can see, that is a square image, easy enough, but for WordPress, we like using wide screen images. So we're going to add some query parameters. So make sure that selected send query parameters. We're going to use the keyword width. We're going to give it a value. We're going to add another parameter, and this time we're going to say height. And we're going to give that a value as well. And if we test that, take a look at that. Pretty cool, huh? We're gonna see if we could get rid of this logo. It's up to you guys. You want to keep it in, feel free to keep it in. I'm gonna get rid of it, and the parameter is no logo, and all we have to do is say true. And if we execute that or test that, it should give us the results that we're looking for with an image with no logo. Again, it takes a couple seconds. We'll just wait for that. Take a look at that. Nice image, no logo, widescreen format, exactly that we're looking for. This is great and all that, but for our WordPress post, you know, about mortgages, the house on the hill is useless. So what we're going to do is backspace that. We're going to change that to an expression. And we're going to look at the image prompt that we grabbed from before that we had the AI agent create for us. So we're going to include that at the tail end of that prompt or that URL. And we're going to test that now. So it should be creating the image as a happy couple reviewing mortgage documents in the Toronto home setting. Let's see what it does for us. Take a quick look at that. And that's exactly what we're looking for. Let's give that a quick save. So now that we have our image to post to WordPress, we're actually going to post that image to WordPress. So what we're going to do is add an element here. We're looking for another HTTP request. This time we're using a post as the method. We're going to be posting it to our website. And this is the important part here. It's the media that we're posting it to. So make sure that is correct, making sure your website is in there. I'll link that in, I'll include that in the description as well. Authentication, we're using a predefined, we're using a WordPress one. It's the same that we used before, so I'm using my WordPress RealPulse API. We're going to send it some information. We're going to send it some header information. So in this case here, we want to make sure that we are using the cosh control as no caching, because we're posting this. We want to make sure it's always a fresh copy. Another parameter that we're going to be using is the content. And I went searching for the internet. I take no credit for this. This is what it is. So we're using the output title from our get image. And lastly, we're going to send the body. We're sending an binary object, and this is the data that we're going to be using. So ensuring that that's called data, because we're sending the binary, and that is that. If we test that, it should post successfully. It returns an ID number. That's what we're going to be using in the next step. Everything else looks pretty good. If I were to go to my WordPress website and take a look at the media that we just posted. There it is. So in this next step, we're actually going to tie the post to the media and make that request. So it's, again, really simple. HTTP request. This time it's another post. Our website is going to be a little bit different. The URL that we're posting to is a little bit different. We are posting to the posts. Authentication, again, is predefined. We're going to be using WordPress again. We're going to be using the account that I have established already. And we're going to be sending it a couple of parameters, this time in the body. And we're going to keep it as JSON. We're going to include these new fields, and they're really simple as well. It's title. And the title is going to be directly from our markdown. So let's include that title. Next parameter is the content. And that is our HTML. Remember, that's what we converted from Markdown language to HTML. Our next parameter that we're going to be doing is featured image. And this is what we couldn't do before. Let me just get the way it's spelled correctly. And it's featured media. The value on this one is the ID from the previous step, and that should be that. If we were to test this, it should create our post, upload our image, and it all looks good. So let's take a quick look at our post. We have 2. If I refresh this page, we should have 3. And if we take a look at that as well, we should have our content and our featured image selected. Last thing we want to do is change it from status, from draft to publish. This is optional, guys. You can do this if you wish. And it's super simple as well. All we're doing is adding another parameter in there, calling it status. And the value is publish. If we test this now, it's going to create a duplicate post, but in the publish status. Super simple. That's basically it. So let's give the whole thing a complete try, making sure the whole thing works. It's pieced together. Again, getting your blog topics, randomizing them, getting the first result, asking AI to create a blog based on that topic, converting it from Markdown to HTML, grabbing an image or creating an image, posting the image to WordPress, and then using that post ID, creating the post and posting it to our WordPress database. So if we go back to our everything you need to know about real estate closings process, and if we take a look at that, we're going to take a look at the image that it created. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you're looking for more content like this and how to create leads from content to increase your business, keep an eye on this channel, subscribe, and hit that bell icon to be notified. My name is Tony. If you're looking for assistance on getting something like this created, reach out to me. My contact information is in the description. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day. Chat soon.